Today is the big day. Today is my interview, and so I thought I would vlog today. Also, I'll be going to my building, so we'll take a quick look at the construction happening at my current building. I'm going to have lunch with Susie, and then we're going to go get manis and petties. It'll be a fun day, and you guys will finally get to meet Suzie. I'm excited for that. I asked her permission to vlog her. She said no problem. So, because I always ask first, because you never know. Some people are perfectly fine being on camera. Other people are just kind of put off from it, or they just, their camera goes on them and they just freeze up. I used to be that way, believe it or not. I would be the person where, big parties in motion, or you'd be at a wedding, someone would show up with a camcorder and zoom it right on you and go, "Tina, what do you want to say to the bride and groom?" And I'd be like, "Congratulations." Yeah, I used to be so awkward on camera, but after doing this for like a year and a half now, it's no big deal at all. And I'm hoping the new lighting is working really well in here. I talked to my husband and we installed these super lights in the house because I said, all my vlogs inside the house just come out so dark and dim. So I have new lighting and I'm really hoping this is coming out really well. So I'm excited about that and I'm thirsty. So also in my last post, a lot of you were asking, why am I changing grade levels? Why am I interviewing? Why did I wait so late in the year? And the thing about when you're a teacher is a lot of times buildings don't actually post positions until one, they know their numbers, and a lot of times they don't know their numbers until very close to the beginning of the school year. Also, there's like a domino effect. We had someone left the district. Well, it took them a while to get a new job. So the job posting just went up about a week and a half ago, and I applied for it immediately, and today is my interview day. And again, to the persons who asked, why am I trying to go to second grade? I said in that video, second grade is my favorite grade to teach. You have all the cuteness of first graders, but they're a little bit more independent. They're not quite so helpless. I've taught first grade 8 times, and I like first grade, I do, but there is no denying, I think truly, first grade teachers should get like the top salaries because it is the hardest job in the world. Kindergarten's hard, don't get me wrong, it's definitely hard, but by the end of kindergarten is more about exposure, learning routines, learning how to be a student, and there's not a lot of mastery expected by the end of kindergarten. Do they need to know their ABCs? Yes. Do they know how to count to 20? Yes. Can they write their names first and last? Yes. Do they know some sight words? Yes. By the end of first grade, those children are expected to be readers. So there's a ton of content in first grade that you have to cover, but yet, let's be honest, first graders are still babies. We expect a lot of our first graders here in the US. We really do. So first grade is tough. But like I said, I've taught it 8 times, and I know where I'm coming from when I say that. I've also taught second grade 4 times in the past. I was a second grade teacher before going to 4th grade, and the reason I lost my second was due to low enrollment, and so they shut my classroom because the other teacher had more seniority than me, and so I lost my second graders. I went to 4th grade, and I like 4th grade. I said in the last video, 4th and 2nd are my favorite grades. But I like second grade just a little bit more. They're cute and they're innocent and they're sweet and precious. And so I do. I like second grade. That's the big reason I'm applying for second grade. If I don't get it, it's not like I'm going to be pouting going, oh, I got to teach these 4th graders. No, I love 4th grade too, because like I said, with 4th graders, you get to have more in-depth conversation with the children, but they haven't got that preteen attitude yet. And luckily for me, also in 4th grade, I find hormones really haven't kicked in yet, because I've taught 5th grade as well. And with 5th grade, it's all about the boyfriend and the girlfriend thing, and that I don't like that part. So interviews today, I'm really excited, and someone asked to see my portfolio, and so I will show you that. I'll show my resume, although I'm going to have to maybe get a post-it notes on my resume before I show you that. So, let me go ahead and do that right now. I have my portfolio. I'm going to show it to you guys. I covered up my personal information with little post-it pieces. I will say don't judge it too harshly because this is the first portfolio I've created in like 25 years. Seriously, I've been employed with my district since I was 19 years old. 5 years as a parapro, substitute teacher, and then I just hired in. But recently, well not recently, a couple of years ago, Michigan became a right-to-work state with Governor Schneider here, and he removed seniority as like a job qualifier. So now teachers in my district, at most districts actually, you're not just competing with someone with more seniority than you to try to get an open position, you are actually competing with the entire workforce who applies for the job. So this is my first portfolio since like my college days. And I'll be honest, I just kind of threw this together about a month ago when it kind of crossed my mind that maybe I would be open to new positions in the district if they came up. So what I really did was I focused on photos, and I actually went through a lot of my vlogs, believe it or not, and took like screenshots of things I had done because school's out, I didn't really have a lot of student artifacts or things like that to show. So I kind of had to put this together with what I had available. If I don't get the second grade position and I stay in my fourth grade this year, okay. But one of the things I will be doing this year is making a better effort to create a much more professional portfolio and to get a lot more document evidence of things to create a better portfolio. So yeah, please don't tell me my portfolio sucks because it'll really hurt my feelings, and I'm proud of it for what it is. So here we go. Alright, so I went and got one of those scrapbooks because I'm a scrapbooky person by nature, and I put a picture here of my round horseshoe table, my little teacher area I made for myself. And there's my cover sheet, and when you turn you see my certificate of my professional education certificate from the state of Michigan. I just got this renewed actually this past June. Here is my resume and my objective, my experience, my education, my skills, and then this one's actually mounted in the portfolio. I do have a separate hard copy to actually give the principal today. And then here's my cafe menu and the daily 5. You guys should recognize everything in here because there's nothing in here you guys haven't seen before. There's my teacher nook, my classroom, my library area, more resources, a wide angle view of the whole classroom, and then how I've adapted the math program, resources I use to adapt. Here's I had this picture of the one lesson I did with the kids, other resources, a bulletin board in the classroom. And then I have my sub-tub information and ways I work to make things easier I was hoping this would really showcase my organization because I am a very organized person. That's one thing I am proud of. There's a lot of things in life I'm not good at, but organization's one of them. Parent communication, a sample of my lesson plans, my pensive science project I did, and then I'm actually very proud of my teaching YouTube channel. So I wanted to let him know that I have not just a teacher, but I've actually branched out, and that I'm in this digital media age. Here was my cover letter, and I'll talk more about this in a moment, but and behind it I have another resume, so I'm just going to slip this out and give him my cover letter and my resume hard copy, and then my membership to a couple of organizations I'm in, and then here's my college diploma, and this is a copy of my certification. I actually have to take to the administration office today because I need to give them my newest copy. So that is my portfolio. And I'm sure it's probably not the greatest, but like I said, first one I've had to make in 25 years. I'm proud of it. And another thing I did do to try and help myself today was when I initially applied for the open second grade position, in my district, if you're an internal candidate, you just have to send a letter to the admissions office letting the administration know, I want to apply for this position. But I also took it one step further. I emailed the building principal directly and basically attached my cover letter in that email, along with even some of the links to a few of my YouTube channels, so that, I said in the letter to him, I really would like this position. I'm very fluent in Daily 5. I've been part of this math institute for a year now. These are the skills I have. I think I can bring a lot of experience and to your building. So I made that point of trying to actually make a personal connection to this principal. And then once he emailed me back scheduling the actual interview, I then emailed him a attached copy of my resume with an email saying, thank you for this opportunity. I'm attaching my resume. I will bring one the day of the interview, but this way, if you want a chance to get to know me better prior to our meeting, here is my resume. So I've emailed him a couple of times directly, and I've shared with him my resume and my cover letter, some links to my YouTube channel, I shared with him my Daily 5 Part 1, I shared with him my math lesson plan writing one, and I did share my subtub one. I really thought that those really kind of showcased me in my best. These are things that I really do to differentiate. These are things that I do to meet the needs of my students. This is how I take my own observations from my class. This is how I find the gaps in their learning. This is how I try my best to fill those gaps. So I really have tried to go above and beyond to make a personal connection to the principal of this school, hoping that I impress him and that he likes me and that he gives me the job. So we shall see. We shall see. But with that right now, I'm going to have to close this down for a moment because I need to clean my kitchen. It's a bit of a mess. And I have a few things I need to do before I leave today. And yeah, also I will be honest, I have butterflies in my tummy. In fact, I can even feel a little bit of a quiver in my voice because I'm actually making myself nervous talking about this. Interviewing, it's scary. It's very scary, and no matter how old you get, it never gets easier. Interviewing, it sucks. So, because basically you're going somewhere and it's your job to sell yourself. I have this one shot today to convince this principal that, hey, I'm great. I'm awesome. I'm better than all these candidates you're going to look at. And for a lot of people, self-promotion, and bragging, that doesn't come easily. It doesn't come naturally, but yet that's your job in an interview. So I do have butterflies in my tummy. So luckily though, Suzie will be not at the interview, but Suzie's coming to Hamtramck today because we're gonna have lunch after the interview, and then we're gonna do manis and petties, like I said. So I'm happy to see Suzie, and she'll help to calm my nerves a little because my voice is even cracking a little bit more. I'm definitely nervous today. So talk to you soon. I'm in my room. Apparently the construction is all happening on the inside of the building, and surprise, it's Suzie, my BFF. Best friends in the whole wide world. Best friends forever. So we're about to go to lunch. I just left my interview for the second grade. The interview seemed to go really well. The principal seemed to like my portfolio really well. But you never know. You just don't know. So if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It's okay. I like second grade. I like fourth grade. And I'm actually really impressed, guys. This is by far the cleanest and tidiest my room has ever been when I've come back from a summer vacation, because you can go back and watch last summer's room prep videos. When I came back on that first day, my room was a pit, an absolute pit. There was crap everywhere. It's like, what did they do? So I am highly impressed with this, And hopefully I find out really fast from the other principal if I get the job or not, because my principal just cleared all the portable people to start working. And I know I'm sweating like a pig. It's hot in here. So I can actually come in like this Wednesday and start working in here, which would give me quite a few days to get things done, which is good. So, but I just need to know if I'm going to be working in this room or another one. So stay tuned. Okay. Suzie and I are at my favorite restaurant, the Polish Village Cafe in Hamtramck. This place is awesome, and I'm so enjoying my lunch. Starch, starch, more starch, and cream. Oh yeah, potato pancakes, potato and cheese pierogies, and a mountain of sour cream. And Suzie got the same thing. Yay, same thing. So we are gonna pig out, and then we're gonna go get our nails done. So I'm back home, the interview's over. I think it went well, but you know, interviews are one of those things where you never really know how you did until they actually let you know. So trust me, the day I find out, you guys will find out too. Suzie and I, as you saw, we went to Polish Village Cafe in Hamtramck for lunch. That little restaurant is amazing. One, it's been there for like ever, and it's funny because Hamtramck, it's like 2 square miles big, but those 2 little square miles, every time I go somewhere, I will meet someone whose grandmother or their uncle is from Hamtramck. It seems like anyone of Polish descent at all has funneled through Hamtramck somehow, some way. And then also, President Bush Sr. came to Hamtramck and marched in the Labor Day Parade one year. Bill Clinton came to Hamtramck and ate at the Polish Village Cafe. Pope John Paul came to Hamtramck. Sorry, my boys are being goofy. Pope John Paul came to Hamtramck and gave a big speech there. That happened when I was an 8th grader. Wow, that was a going to a Catholic school and the Pope shows up, especially a Polish Pope in a city that was predominantly Polish at the time. That was a huge, huge deal. So I got my nails done and my toes, and this was color 19. Again, I always do gel, so they never have names in the color, just a number. And so Suzie and I had a lot of fun. I'm home now. I'm going to wrap up my vlog here because I actually have a lot of things I have to do that are just boring stuff, but got to get it done. Because tomorrow I have to get AJ registered for high school. Not registered, but every year there's like a process that goes through, and tomorrow he'll be picking up his books. Tomorrow Boo has to go to the vet because she's due her immunizations and all that stuff. So lots to do, lots to do. Thanks for tagging along today, and I will talk to you guys later.